The woke sports media continues to push racial division each and every opportunity they get. And it's now gotten to the point where if you're a team, if you have a head coaching position that's vacant and you don't hire a black coach, you get called racist. And that's exactly what's happening in the case of the Carolina Panthers. Frank Reich is a safe, boring, mediocre hire by the Panthers. Being safe is fine, but there's nothing special about this hire. And yes, the Carolina Panthers, after firing their head coach, Matt Rule, a couple games into this season, they have now decided to go with former Indianapolis Colts head coach, Frank Reich. Now, keep in mind that until this season, Frank Reich in his 5 seasons with the Colts only had one losing season. You know, he went, I think it was like 11-5. He went 7-9 one year. That was his losing season. 10-6, made the playoffs a couple times. And then, of course, this year, with the continuing revolving carousel of quarterbacks they've had with the Indianapolis Colts and a lot of the injuries they were dealing with, they have Matt Ryan and Sam Ehlinger, whoever the hell else. Even after they went to Jeff Saturday, nothing improved. This was a disastrous team for the Indianapolis Colts. So the Panthers go ahead and hire Frank Reich. But because they didn't hire interim head coach Steve Wilks, who happens to be black, he now has his lawyer saying that there's a race problem in the NFL. You got a lot of these coaches that are trying to take advantage of this racially divided NFL. Whether it's Steve Wilks, whether it's Brian Flores, whatever, you now have black coaches in the NFL who are more than willing to play the race card to pretend like they're victims in this entire thing. Lawyer. Panthers hire of Frank Reich reveals NFL's legitimate race problem. Yes, if you don't hire a black man, you're racist. That's the narrative that they want to go with. And it's been caused by the woke sports media. Let's not get this twisted. The sports media, they are the ones who have been driving this conversation for the better part of a decade now regarding the NFL and NFL coaches. That's where these coaches, these lawyers feel empowered to do that because they know that narrative is now out there. A lawyer representing Steve Wilks, former Carolina Panthers interim coach, who was turned down for the permanent head coaching position in favor of former Colts coach Frank Reich, says that Carolina's refusal to hire his client shows the NFL has a legitimate race problem. Now, after the Panthers fired Matt Rule, Steve Wilks went 500. Went 6-6, even though they traded away some of their key pieces. I definitely think that team overperformed over the last half of the season. Granted, they're in an NFC South that was horrendous, that was terrible. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers should not have been in the playoffs, but they won the NFC South because they were the tallest midget effectively. But that doesn't mean that Steve Wilks has any right to be a head coach in this league, that he deserves to be a head coach in this league. In fact, before, when he was a head coach, it wasn't all that impressive. And the Panthers felt like they had an opportunity to get somebody who has had a lot of success as a head coach with the Indianapolis Colts, even with a fluctuating quarterback position. But no, because they didn't hire him, that is racist. David Wigdon, Wilks' attorney, released a statement. We're shocked and disturbed that after the incredible job Coach Wilks did as the interim coach, including bringing the team back into playoff contention and garnering the support of players and fans, that he was passed over for the head coach position by David Tepper, the statement read. There is a legitimate race problem in the NFL, and we can assure you we'll have more to say in the coming days. If every time you give a black head coach an opportunity and then they are subsequently fired or don't get the next job up, and they come at you with legal action claiming you're a fucking racist, you know what this is actually going to do in the NFL? It's going to make it so black people don't get opportunities that they want in these coaching positions for fear that there might be this type of retaliation. Who wants to work with you if this is what you do if you don't get your way? Same thing goes with Brian Flores. Now, apparently, Steve Wilks is throwing his hat in the ring as well. If you give me a chance, or if you give me this job, give me that job, you better never fire me, and you better just keep advancing me, or else I'm going to point at you and say that you are a racist. This is pathetic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.